Welcome back, guys, to another episode of FAMcast. This is an emergency podcast. This is episode 41. It was a huge news day in the gaming community. As you can see, some of us are already a little too occupied in what just came out.
Yeah.
We had some really big news just like an hour ago from Game Freak, from Pokemon. They had this surprise press conference, and they announced two new Pokemon games. Two new Pokemon games, for better or worse. One of them being Pokemon Quest, which is what our friends Trey and Zach are playing right now. If you guys want to show your Switch, you might be able to get a little screenshot of it.
I'm just downloading it.
It's a free-to-play game. They phrase it as free to start.
That's a great one.
So that's kind of how all of their mobile games have been. Free to start. Pay to get different like Leaf tickets in the Animal Crossing thing. But that's just the first half of the announcement. We also had a big announcement for Pokemon Let's Go, and there's Eevee Edition and Pikachu Edition, which is basically a remake of your first adventure in Kanto with your lovely friend Pikachu or Eevee, and it has some interesting caveats attached to that. So to start, would you guys want to actually watch it? Do you want me to throw it up and we can kind of do a watch through together? I thought that might be kind of neat. Because I think we've all seen it. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've already watched it 4 times.
Right. I feel like I keep catching a few new things each time. But let me throw this up here, and we will. Oops. I'm gonna have to put on screen share, won't I?
Yep.
Let me go and put on screen share real quick, because I know exactly how to do that.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and turn that off. I'm done with that.
Yeah, all I was doing was downloading, because for whatever reason, I don't get a very good signal in the house. And to those that watch in the live feed, if I keep wiping my face, my air conditioner is off in my garage, and it's 90 degrees in here, so I apologize ahead of time for being oily and nasty. So listen to the audio version.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful, Zach.
You are beautiful. Okay, I'm done.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, well, me neither.
Good, I don't have to hear annoying.
Yeah, you're not gonna hear it on your end.
That's fine.
They'll hear it on my end.
I think you have
That's
to pay
fine.
for it, right? To hear the screen sharing, whatever.
I don't need audio to understand what's happening in this lovely video.
So Pikachu rides on your shoulder.
Yep, Pikachu rides on your shoulder. There's little Eevee.
Yep. Confirmed you can have Eevee and you can be a female in the game, which isn't surprising. Professor Oak. So this is a re-release of the original.
Of the originals, yes.
It's a take on it. And
Yeah.
if you look at this real quick, does this look familiar to you guys?
It does. It's right. It's right. It's a. Yeah.
Not the location, but look what's happening in the grass.
I know. You can see a Rattata. You can see a Pidgey.
I see a Pidgey. Yeah.
I see a Rattata and a Pidgey.
So this is how you find wild Pokemon in the game now.
It's a little weird. We'll come back to it.
It's weird, but that's what I always wanted. So I'm
not
excited.
upset with that. That doesn't upset me.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to throw that out because it happens really quick.
Because
And I
that
missed
makes
it the first
sense.
time.
That makes sense. That whole process makes sense.
So did you see the commands on there?
No.
Here, let me scrub back.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
So I'm pretty sure they are get ready.
This kid is
Yeah, he's
whipping
really
it.
intent. You know someone's going to throw a Wiimote. You missed
Would
it!
use a strap while playing.
Yeah. You know some idiot is going to
And
be
there has to
coming
be
into
an option to
GameStop.
turn that off. There has to be an option.
I
to turn
hope
it off.
so. I hope
Trevor,
so.
Because
if you go to the
if
gear,
I'm on
you
a
can actually slow it
plane,
down.
I can't do this.
What'd you say, Trey?
So if you go to the gear, you can actually slow it down. If
Okay.
that helps
Well,
you, but-
we've got these 4. We've got get ready, items, help,
Yeah, that's
and run away.
So the one I'm weirded out, obviously items make sense, get ready makes sense. Then help. What is help? That's what I'm curious
Right.
about.
So help seems very weird because there's not that option in this is very similar to Pokemon Go, as I'm sure we're all aware. But the help option is new.
Yeah.
But we might see maybe there's a second part in this or another part in this trailer that we might see that come into play. Also, Look at the bottom of the screen. This dude still has an old school DVD player. And I didn't even know that those are still in production. So that's pretty intense. Dramatic. Love it.
Yeah, woo, he caught it. It's not, whatever.
Yeah, I know, Tim. I'm with you. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. All right, it's okay. I'm trying to be positive. All right, so
That's so cool. That's so cool.
This is awesome.
So first of all, right there in the picture, we've got a Poke Center. So battles are confirmed, I would assume, because why else would you need a Poke Center to heal your Pokemon?
Why
right?
else would you need Pokemon if there's no battling?
Well, exactly.
Wow, Tim. Why do you need a pet dog if you don't fight them against each other?
So maybe
it's a whole different universe.
maybe catching Pokemon don't require you to beat them down and weaken them.
I'd be really upset.
But we've already seen some pictures with the trainers. But going back though, here in a second, it's going to show them trying to catch a Pokemon, and the help button is still on there for the first player. So I don't think help has to do with co-op. I don't know though. Maybe it's pulling in other Pokemon.
And is it local only co-op? Is there multi? I'd assume local only co-op.
I have an answer for you, but we'll get to that after the trailer.
Okay.
Also, real quick, I guess this is a new feature to have a special call-in Pokemon. It says Electric Maestro. Deranged Teddy says phone a friend. And then Electric Maestro also says this game could be modded more after Pokemon XD and Coliseum, which didn't have random battles. Which I could see that.
That's true.
I never played those one, but two people in my chat when we were watching this also said that. So
The
there's
same thing.
Yeah, and also do remember in the bottom left-hand corner when this whole gameplay started, it did say this is not a final product, basically.
Of
so
course.
we may not be looking at the finished thing.
Sure. Yep.
All right, continue.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're
I
good.
love that. I love that area. I love that whole thing. That was fantastic.
Mount Moon.
Yeah, like just how you saw the Geodudes, the Z-Bats. Like, they were everywhere.
Me and Trey had a moment on. Wait. Also, watch right. You can see my mouse, can't you?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch right here. You see
Just
that?
pop
How
it.
That pop out
they
of the
just
ground?
appear,
That's
which is
awesome.
cool.
Okay,
And
that's cool.
Watch this Clefairy just get ripped in two.
Yeah, why did you need two Pokeballs? That's not how this works at all.
But notice that they like instantly caught it. It looked like because of the Pokeballs. And there we go. We've got confirmed battles.
And this
Okay,
is
good.
Nugget. This is Nugget Road or Nugget Bridge.
Right, I'm happy with that. So we got battles, which is great. I like this Pokeball idea.
I think it's interesting.
It's gimmick, but it's a good gimmick.
My kid. Here's the thing. My kids will
a
really
thing.
like it. My kids will
I mean, I'll
really
take it
like
to
being
work
able
with
to
me.
take it. Yeah. And like being able to rub the thing and like talk to it and stuff.
I think it's interesting.
What?
It's interesting.
my gosh.
Here, real quick. So, I don't like that it made that noise, but it's interesting that you can. The center is actually like a control stick.
It's
Yeah.
a joystick. The Pokeball itself is actually like a Joy-Con.
That's
on it.
kinda
Right,
cool.
which is really neat in my opinion.
So you can use that as your Joy-Con while you're playing and throw the Pokeball. And
Yeah, exactly.
Boy.
And then here we go to where we see it has it's got its Pokemon Go integration.
Which I'm interested about this. Get ready to pause it. Pause it now. So it says you've brought Dratini to Pokemon to Go Park. So is Go
Correct.
Park separate from the actual in-game?
I hope so.
So
'Cause it would
here's
seem-
my interpretation of it.
Okay.
Because we know that we won't have any specific details
Yeah.
until it's closer. But in the previous games, I think it was maybe when Diamond and Pearl were released, they had a similar thing to where they had like a safari park to where you could bring in Pokemon from your old games and transfer them over, and you basically just got them automatically. But you had to complete the main game first,
Which I'm okay with.
That
which
I'm
is the
fine
way
with.
it should be.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't be able to bring in like your Moltres and your Articuno and shit, like
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like fight Brock, you know.
Right.
Which I will say that's one thing we haven't seen yet are gym battles, which scares me a little bit. But
Yeah.
If
I
it's a
hope they-
reincarnation of the first game, it has to be there.
But they
I
might
know.
call it a reimagining of the first game and then go the route they did with Sun and Moon, where there are no gyms. Which
no,
if
they-
they
they-
do that,
uh,
it's a failure to me.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Zach.
let's stop here at all these fantastic moments, because this had me pretty excited.
Yeah,
I
that
was
right
super
there is
stoked
pretty
there. Oh, I was super stoked there.
So the Pokemon are real size, which is a first. I think that's really cool. Right in on Lapras, Charizard. Like all of this is just really cool.
It is.
Sure.
see
I know Trey's happy about that right there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, confirmed Nidoking.
Nidoking.
That's my favorite Pokemon of all time.
Look at the Gengar.
Watch the
Look at the size of
Voltorb.
the Gengar.
Watch the Voltorb roll on the ground. Like, that's its animation for moving. It just, like, rolls. That's awesome.
The whole Pokemon Fall thing is the best thing ever right now. Like, it's so cool.
Oh, you can rub Pikachu and dress him. Someone in my chat was like, oh, that you can change your Pokemon's clothes.
Look at that splash. I don't know what kind of splash that was. That was
Pay
a
to
good
win
splash.
confirmed.
Seismic. Oh,
Or not pay to win, but you know what I mean.
right.
Loot boxes.
Right.
Style. So I think it's interesting that you're going to get Eevee. I assume you're going to get them from the beginning of the game. So does that mean you get that and the 3 starter Pokemon? Or just an Eevee or a Pikachu? It would be ridiculous if you didn't get one of the 3 starter Pokemon.
Well, if it's like yellow, you would get.
I'm guessing it'll play like yellow to where this
Yeah.
is what you start with. You start with one or the other.
I hope so. Yes.
And then also, this part's interesting. You'll meet a special Pokemon. So
I think it's okay. Can we take a guess at what it is?
yeah, if you want, because I already know the answer. So feel free to.
Oh well, let me guess. Is it Mew?
No,
Oh, well, okay then.
it is confirmed that it is a Pokemon that we have never seen before.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this will be
Really?
the start of Generation 8, I believe, is what we would be on.
Interesting.
Correct. So let's turn screen share off.
That's interesting. Well, the only reason I thought that is because, like, back in the day, the only way to get Mew was through an event,
Right.
and so I
Correct,
kind of
yeah,
assumed
yeah.
that's what
To get
that
them
was.
legally, it was through an event.
Right. So let's see. Let me get everything. set.
So everything I saw there, I enjoyed. The
Okay.
the Pokeball thing, I'll get over. And honestly, just understanding how they have to understand how the Switch is going to work. I think the whole catching a Pokemon like that, like it has to, because well, there's touchscreen, I guess technically, but like there's going to be times where you hold it like this, or you don't have the option to do this. So they have to implement a way to where that's not the only option, right?
Correct. I think from an accessibility standpoint, they know that not all of their gamers are going to be able to do those motions.
Right.
So
exactly.
I think a lot of it will be optional.
Sorry.
We'll wait for.
I'm just waiting for you to crush my soul. Like I am. There's something you say it's going to be soul crushing, and I'm just.
Well, I don't want to get into that just yet. And we can talk about what we saw first.
First, he wants
so.
to build you up and then
that's right.
crush you.
I can't wait to have a Scyther behind me the whole game. Like.
I'm excited that it's a. Everyone always complains about like Gen 1 nostalgia and like how it's kind of over.
I love Gen 1.
But yeah, I mean, Gen 1 is what we started with. I'm excited to go back and experience it in a different way. So, and I guess that'll lead me into my first point. There are no wild battles, Tim. There are no wild battles.
And
That's
that's
a
where the game
problem.
lost to me.
Yeah.
That is the exact moment when Trevor told me this, I was like, I may not get this game.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like, oh, good, Tim left. Do we want to wait for him to come back, or
He's screaming in his bathroom right now.
we just hear blop, blop, blop?
Oh God, no!
I'm sorry, just one blop. I apologize. We'll just one blop. Hey, Tim, welcome back. Good to see you.
So
So it's not Pokemon. Got it.
Tim,
Awesome.
Tim,
Well-
oh my gosh!
But
Oh
hang
my
on,
gosh.
I can
You-
spin this. We can spin this. Like,
Please do.
okay,
Oh yeah, we can. Are you ready? I'm gonna catch this one.
I don't know, dude. I don't know how I feel about this.
I
don't
may
like
not
it.
buy this game. That's not true. I'm going to buy it, but I'm not going to enjoy it as much as oh my God.
Wild Poke battles are more of an annoyance than anything else. They're a way to level your Pokemon up, and that's it. Like the real
So how do you
exciting
level up?
battles.
Do you level up? Is there a level
That
up
was
system?
that would be the question. Like, how do
So-
you balance that? Are there going to be trainer battles? Are there going to be elective trainer battles that you can add? I don't
So
know.
we
I'm trying to
do-
be positive.
We do know that there are trainer battles. We saw that firsthand. You
Right.
saw them battling on Nugget Bridge or whatever it is. Trey's gonna just keep shaking his Joy-Con. So we know that.
You want
at
to catch
this
one
point
with me?
From what we've discussed, the only difference in the core game from what we've discussed is that wild encounters are just Pokemon Go catch style,
Yeah,
and then
it does feel dumb.
the battles are the battles are the same way. And they
Pokemon
did
Go
mention-
has ruined Pokemon completely. That is ridiculous. That is
I can agree with you there.
that is absolutely ridiculous.
You're gonna buy it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
is.
hate
Of
it.
course he is.
Pokemon
So-
Go has ruined Pokemon. Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you, Game Freak. Thank you for taking
Wait.
the number one game I've always wanted and destroyed.
Let's take a step back here, Tim,
Okay,
because
let's take
you.
that step back.
I would love to, because you hated Pokemon Go because there was no battling, but now you're hating this Pokemon Switch because there is battling and it's just the same Pokemon Go catch style. So what do you want, Tim? What do you want?
I understood with Pokemon Go what it was, right? I understood it was a mobile game. It was a phone
Sure.
game. I understood that. I also understood that the core games that people like myself, you, Trey, Zach grew up with, understood, would be its own separate entity. Okay, sweet. You want to put Pokemon Go aspects on a game that is a core game. You want to take what we know and love as a core game and add Pokemon Go aspects to it. That's great. You can do that. You can't, however, take the number one reason most people spend so many damn hours in the Pokemon game with to begin with and just toss it aside to appease the Pokemon Go players. How are you going to just destroy this game like that?
Tim, I do have more information for you before you get too upset. So this is not what they were talking about last year when they said that they had a Pokemon core game in store.
Okay.
Oh.
So coming the second half of 2019, they will have a Pokemon core game that plays similar to the way that we're used to.
Okay.
So catch
Okay.
Pokemon, gym battles. They said this is a way for everyone from all ages to really kind of get into a Pokemon experience that's kind of a mesh of the two, to where it's accessible, relatable to what we're kind of used to. So I don't want you to feel like this is what they were promising you, because they're two separate things. If that helps you feel any better.
Okay. That does. That actually makes me feel a ton better, because it makes me feel like they're not just going this direction to constantly appease this crowd. They're as long as like what you said, they're going to have a game for someone like me who wants that core sit down experience. Good. We discussed this before about the title, right? How the title is very oddballish for a Pokemon game, right?
Correct. So we expected this.
We expected, we knew that it was really weird, and the game looks great. There are great aspects to it. Don't get me wrong, but it does bother me that they took that out. But if they are going to make a game to where there are those random encounters, there are these things that I'm okay with that. Then, as long as I at least know that game is coming down the pipeline, that's great. This is weird now. It's weird. It's weird.
It's a big difference. I get it. It's a big departure from what we're used to.
I'm very
but
upset
I think
about this game still.
Which one? The Quest? Pokemon Quest or
no,
Pokemon
the
Let's
one
Go?
the one that the Hey Pikachu.
Oh.
Like, I'm going to be upset
Pokemon
about
Let's
that
Go.
game. Yeah, I'm going to be upset with Pokemon Let's Go. I just will I buy it?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. Like, I'm not saying I won't. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll play it, and whatever, I'll do what I can to just for the gorgeous graphics and the writing of the Pokemon stuff. Right? I will. I'll do that. But that just is. Ugh. I'm happy they said that they're working on something else.
I'm going to go ahead and say it now. 2 weeks after Pokemon Let's Go comes out, Tim says, this is a pretty good game. I was totally wrong about this game. That, or you try to play it off like you never said a bad thing about it. But I think it does have its problems, but I don't know, man. Like, I think through the lens of nostalgia, I think I'll like it for sure. Like, just to give my take, I think I'll like it a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
It does bother me that it doesn't have grass battles, but I've been playing through Red recently, or Blue, I think. No, it's Red. And honestly, the grass battles are my least favorite part of the damn game. It's having to go like I'll do anything to get around going through the grass.
Sure.
But I need to be able to level up some way. I need to be able to grind and make my Pokemon stronger and stuff. And I actually don't like the fact that you can see the Pokemon you can catch. Like, the randomized battles are one of the things I'm more upset about not having randomized battles than I am, or not having randomized Pokemon in the grass than I am
Sure.
about not having the battles, personally.
Interesting. Because I feel like I'm the opposite, maybe.
Yeah.
I enjoy seeing the wild Pokemon in the grass now, because to me that makes it seem like it's more of a real world. And that's what I've always wanted since Pokemon released. Like, being able to see those Pokemon out in the wild I think that just makes a. I mean, Trey, you can disagree with me if you want to. I'm just
Yeah, I
explaining
am.
my opinion.
I would like to hear Trey's opinion. This will be great.
I mean, I don't know. I'm
for
saying
it.
for Trevor to be done. That's all.
Go for it. I mean, you've been shaking your head the entire time, so go for it, man.
I'm not going to get this game. This will be the first Pokemon game that I will not be buying. Pokemon Go, it was fun for that one day we all went raiding everywhere. That was great. But the whole action of doing this and catching a Pokemon and not, like, having that battle, it takes away the fun of the game for me. Like, from being an RPG fan and, always doing those random encounters, like not knowing what I'm going to be fighting, I love that part of an RPG.
Yep.
Like, seeing the Pokemon in the grass, it's kind of like, oh, look, a Rattata. Let me just go this way.
It will save you a lot of time.
Or, oh, look, a Zubat. Let me go around it. It's kind of takes the point out of the actual battling part, which makes Pokemon for me. Like, call PETA or whatever, but it's Pokemon is battling.
That's Pokemon.
And I get like training, like trainer battles. I get, like, I'm glad that's in the game, but like not having the wild Pokemon to train up your Pokemon is pointless. Like, why would you not do that?
I wonder if levels
Again,
are
I get
being
this
replaced
isn't-
with CP.
And I get this isn't like a core Pokemon game or whatever, but like Tim said, I really think that Niantic really ruined this game for me. And it's a downer. It really sucks. Because I was really excited at first, and then I got the news of the no random encounters, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to buy it. I mean, I'm excited that I'll be able to have like a Nidoking behind me, but again, I'm not going to play it. I'll see Trevor having a Nidoking or Tim having a Nidoking behind him, but I'm not going to buy it.
So for me, with the battles, the wild battles, like with the wild Pokemon, those aren't interesting anyways. So I don't feel like I'm missing out on much there.
Really?
But that takes away the fun of it too. If you think about it, it's like, you're wanting. Let's say you're on, I don't know, Route 49 or whatever the hell it was that had the Ponyta on it. It's like one of those rare encounters where it was always either like a Rattata or you could have a Paris or a Ditto or a Ponyta, and those two last being like your two that you want the most. Say you're in the grass, and then Rattata, okay, kill it, get the XP on the next one. And you see Ponyta, and you're like, oh my god, yes, Ponyta! I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna battle this thing. I'm not gonna kill it. I'm gonna do this. Whereas now in this one, you're like, oh, Rattata. Oh, Ponyta. Okay, this is the one I want. I want that one.
Like, is it really rare?
It
But you
doesn't
still
take
have
away.
you still have the ratios of some things are still going to be rare
do
and others
you?
aren't. Why wouldn't you? Why would you have?
Why wouldn't you have
fucking
Pokemon battles in Pokemon?
Tim, now you're just being ridiculous. Now, like, think about it. Are they really going to have something rare go around the same rate as like a Zubat or something?
I would hope not.
I don't know. I mean, you'd be able to see it anyways, regardless. So
Right.
I
I
don't
mean, it's the exact same thing with the old Pokemon games too. You just can't see them in those.
but it's the random encounters that gave you that suspense of, am I going to fight an Entei right now, or am I going to be fighting a Nidoran?
Right.
So the
It's
random
those
encounters,
moments
I was
that
like okay with,
I love
right? I even
Pokemon.
said that to you, Trev, that I was okay with like seeing the Pokemon. So
Right.
what is your take on the battles then? The no battles, like the whole reason you
battles?
spend so many hours in the game.
So I mean, for me, I level up my Pokemon to battle trainers to battle the Elite Four, not
Right.
to fight some fucking wild Rattata.
Well, of course,
Like,
but
that's
how
why I
do you
play
do
the
that?
game.
But how do you level up your Pokemon to fight the Elite Four?
We don't know.
Episode 40, Rattata. Anyways, sorry.
But that's the thing, we don't know that, right? And doesn't that scare
Right.
you? Like, what if it literally? What if it's CP? Like, what if they've taken out levels and it's CP like Pokemon Go? Like, you catch a Pokemon, oh, its CP's only 16. I don't need that guy.
Yeah, and that, honestly, with that integration, that very well could be the case. That very well could be the system that they bring over. Like, we already see so many other aspects of Pokemon Go that could be the case.
But, I mean, to turn things around here, I mean, we know we're getting an actual titled one. This is essentially
Right.
a release to
This is a
bring
sequel to
the-
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it's a
good
it's a
one.
way
That's a
to
good one.
integrate Pokemon Go into the first gen, allow a different generation possibly to experience first gen on current console, and it lets people. And I'm just thinking about this from like the money perspective. It lets people experience Pokemon now on the Switch, which again, it's not the experience that we want, but it's something to tide us over till the final products. And I think that's what
Correct.
they're trying to do. I think they're making money. At the end
you
of the
got-
day,
Oh
the
yeah, I'm sure they're
integration-
going to be making millions.
they're gonna
off
make.
Of this,
Oh,
but
they're making a shit ton of money. So I don't know.
not my
and,
millions.
Right, not your millions. Snap, snap, snap. You're not supposed to say it out loud, are you? But I don't know, man. Like I'm not gonna be too grumpy. I'm sure this will be a game for some people. I will be getting it. Is it what I wanted? Am I let down somewhat? Yes, I am. But I know that we're still gonna get the core game, and that's what I'm excited about. But I'm also excited about this because it's kind of cute, and I don't know. This seems like something that my kids will really like. It seems like something I can do with my kids, like the being able to throw the ball thing. Like I can't do that with my kids on my phone because I've got 3 kids and I can't hassle them, or I can't get all 3 of them to fucking follow me and then do this.
Right.
And they can't get the fucking spin, little bastards. Anyway. But like on console, this is something that's very doable. This will appeal to. This is not a game for us. Let's face facts here.
Correct.
Yeah.
Not a game for
Right.
us. This is a kid's game, and I am excited for it. For that, as a parent, I'm excited that I can I just downloaded Pokemon Go. Okay, like it's already got me downloading Pokemon Go, and I'm gonna be playing that, and like it's already working. So I don't know. I do want to be super negative about this. Not negative. Like I am very frustrated. Like the not being able to battle random battles are a huge thing to me. That's a big. I don't want to say deal breaker because I enjoy the Pokemon games in general.
It's a deal breaker for me for sure.
And I like evolution into something different, but at the same time, it's a big deal. It's not what I want from a main, but it's not a main title Pokemon game. It's not a gen
Right.
Pokemon game. So I'm willing to give it a little bit of flack or a little bit of ease on it. But Trevor, do you have anything else for like any other reveals for this? It sounded like you had a
Let me take
list.
a look. Oh yeah, I've got a few others, and I mean, like you said, this is not a game made for us, not for the Tims and Trevors and fam members of the Pokemon community. This is something that's made to really be a broad Pokemon game.
Sounds
that
like a
everyone
bridge. More than
Yeah,
anything. That's what
like
it is, right?
Think about all the people that picked up Pokemon Go that hadn't played Pokemon since Red and Blue, and now if they're still that invested, maybe now they have a reason to pick up a Switch. Like, oh, I can basically get that same experience on a console now. That's cool. Maybe I'll try it again. So I don't know. I think that I think it's a smart move on their part, just because they can bring some other people in that are not console based, and then we still have our game coming late
Right.
2019.
That's the saving grace. That right there is the
For
saving
sure.
grace for me.
For
Because,
sure.
like, I had to go into this game understanding that this is basically Pokemon Go Switch. It's a better version of Pokemon Go. Like, I will say that. It is, but it's Pokemon Go Switch, right?
Right. Oh yeah, 100%.
In the Kanto region, right? So I had
Which
to go
is another
into this-
big draw.
Right. So I have to go into this with the mind frame that's Pokemon Go Switch, upgraded Pokemon Go Switch for the Kanto region, and knowing that my Pokemon game is coming later. Because if you wouldn't have told me that, that calmed me down a lot. Like, you might not know it.
Right.
That calmed me down a ton.
Yeah,
'Cause I was
I know.
on fire.
I know.
So the other point, talking about the business side of it, Trevor, because you were talking about how smart that was. This is the first generation. They've got a couple more to pull from. So like,
Right.
like they got this, and then like every couple years they could release one of these, or not even years. Like they could. I don't know exactly
Sure.
how it's going to work, but they could totally drop in more if it's popular. I foresee it being like that.
And that's a good bridge into the next, I guess, factoid that I have here. So Pokemon Let's Go is confirmed to only have the original 151 and some Alolan Pokemon.
I'm okay with that.
So we know
Oh,
that
so
it's
it
going to
does.
be it's going to be isolated. It's not going to be like Fire Red, Leaf Green.
And it said
We're not-
151.
Correct, 151.
So Mew is in there somewhere.
Correct. Mew's in there somewhere. Let's see. Confirmed with no actual wild battles. Oh, I don't think. Oh no, I did say that the Pokemon, the surprise Pokemon, is one we've never seen before. So something with Gen 8, which I'm sure is what we're going to see last half of next year. Which will be really exciting. Like, the new generations are always fun. I remember when me and Tim worked at GameStop and when X and Y came out, every day there'd be like a new leak, and we're like sharing pictures of like, you know, the Pokemon that got
awesome.
announced. And this one you hinted at earlier, Tim. There's no online play.
Okay.
Oh,
I kind of
okay.
figured.
So
Wait, so I want.
but-
Okay, is there no online play at all?
The only thing that I see right here is that there's no online play.
Which would even go more into the fact that this is a Pokemon Go version, not ours, because ours has all kinds of online play. Okay,
Correct.
Because
Yep,
at this point, whatever you say doesn't surprise me because I'm taking everything in as Pokemon Go stuff, so I'm not surprised.
So the way that I'm viewing this, it's almost like the start of a new series, the start of a new Pokemon series.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so we have our core games. We had like the dungeon games for a while on like the DS. Now we have these Let's Go games, which are basically like an enhanced version of Pokemon Go. That's how I view it.
What
And
if? Go ahead.
It's all
Sorry,
the
I'm
only
sorry.
way
Go
to
ahead.
view it.
Right, because Tim was asking me before the podcast. He was asking me why I was so calm, and I think that's why, because I know that this isn't a core game. So I know that we have our game coming. I'm gonna enjoy this for what it is. This is its own new series, whatever it may be. Because to Zach's point, they could do one of these every 2 years or so, introduce a new region, and that would be pretty cool. I'd be okay with that.
It's essentially bonus. It's like you ordered the lobster and they accidentally gave you a side of more lobster. Or
like
maybe
you
just
order
shrimp,
fries,
not
and
lobster.
there's
Or it's the appetizer before the meal.
you order the fries and you get that surprise curly ring.
Oh, that's what that
that's
is?
the best.
Yeah.
But
So-
you're scared because you
so-
don't know if that curly ring's been in there for a while or
How old is this?
right.
So, to a thought here.
Yes.
Tim doesn't like Pokemon Go. Tim, you don't like Pokemon Go, right?
That's not true.
And
That's not true.
let me finish. I'm not done. You don't like Pokemon Go because they don't have battles. Or not you don't like, but that's your biggest complaint about it, correct?
Yes, but I understand it because it's a mobile game. I knew them bringing it to a mobile platform. There
Let me
had to be
finish.
sacrifices.
What if this is their way of integrating that? You take your Pokemon from Pokemon Go, you put them in whatever
A $60 game.
Pokemon Let's Go or whatever,
Yep.
and then you can fight each other. Or what? I don't know. What if this is their way of implementing that? That's all. That would be nice. It is a $60 game. You're 100% right about that.
What about?
I don't have any.
Here's my thought, because this is another scary thought. I don't know if this got confirmed or anything, Trevor. Microtransactions. Is that a thing?
Well,
I guarantee that those will be a thing.
You saw the Pikachu outfits?
100%.
Definitely.
So
definitely.
that's a bad thing. That's a very bad thing to add microtransactions to a Pokemon
Let's-
game other than
I
the
mean,
mobile version.
It's already in Pokemon
I wonder.
Go.
Bad
So-
microtransactions for the people,
Right.
But for Nintendo,
Go Nintendo Go, the second EA is
Money.
coming.
money.
So it'll be interesting because we saw the Poke Center, we didn't see a Pokemart. So it'll be very strange to see. And maybe there's two different ways. Maybe you can only buy like a set amount of Pokeballs from the shop per day. If you want any more, maybe you have to buy them from like the Pokemon Go app even. Like what if some of it is like a requirement to have the app?
Do we
So
know
I,
that this is a $60 game?
Yeah, it's on
Correct.
Amazon for $60.
Yep.
Okay.
So I see that your Pikachu there, he's dying, and I know you don't have any more.
It'd be a real
Pokecash.
shame.
Be a real shame if you just.
There's
fell
no way
over
they do
dead.
that with a $60 game.
I'm gonna need you to have like I don't know, $9.99 on you. Get you a couple.
They would
of
be.
revives.
It would be bigger than EA fucking up. Like that would
I
be bigger
mean-
than the boxes in EA.
They wouldn't take it that far. They would do it for like additional Pokeballs or
That's still
like
bad.
maybe
I
or
don't
like
think
the
they'd do it for
incense. What was the incense stuff that you could buy that like made like encounters more?
But it's okay in Pokemon Go because it's a free game. That's how they make their money. It's not okay in a game I'm paying $60 for.
That's a good point too. So maybe we won't see it as much. But we don't know for sure.
Now, if you could just transfer them from your Pokemon Go account to your main game, I'd be okay with that because at that point it's your Pokemon Go account. That makes sense. But I don't believe they should have the microtransactions in that game.
I would agree with that.
I agree with
I
that.
agree 100% there, because if we're paying, full price for this game, we shouldn't have the microtransactions like that. Now, are there going to be microtransactions, to Zach's point, on like Pikachu outfits?
Possibly.
Sure, go ahead and do that. I don't care, because that's not going to be my thing.
Let me ask you a question though. But I'm sorry, did I totally interrupt your sentence?
No,
I
you're good.
apologize.
Go ahead.
I thought you were coming too close. But what if there are no microtransactions at all? Let's turn this around. I'm just saying, what if those Pikachu clothes are earned doing different things? Like, what if they're
That'd be cool.
unlockables? Yeah. So,
good.
like, I feel like this could go one of two, three different ways. Either this is going to have super hard transactions, this could just be trash. It
'Cause we-
has mild transactions, and it's still kind of trash. It has no transactions, and then it could actually be a fun, playable game. Because here's the thing, I don't want to tell my kid, hey, yeah, we can't catch that Pokemon because we can't afford the Pokeballs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
That would be a
Right.
fucking problem. Nintendo would lose business.
Right.
They'd lose a lot. They'd lose just a lot of reputation.
I don't know.
That'd be really
I
bad.
could-
I don't know. I feel pretty let down tonight with Pokemon. So.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you, Trey. I'm calm because I know something's. And how do we know that's coming, Trevor? You can't just tell me I have to calm me down and it be a lie. Like, hey,
Because it
I
was
gotta
announced.
say something. Okay,
It was announced
by
at the press
Monster
conference.
Freak or whatever their name
like
is.
what did they say? I need words. What exactly did they say?
Oh my gosh, Tim.
Y-
Hold
y-
on,
look,
let me.
They said,
let me pull up the
Dear,
Twitter.
here, I'm reading it right now. Dear Tim,
Okay.
please calm your tits. It's going to be
Right.
okay. 2019, dab.
2019. Oh my gosh. Oh no,
Jesus.
that's
Like, I'm sorry for being passionate about
Wait,
like how
was
I
it
feel about
2018
this
or
game.
2019?
No, Tim, I'm in the
2019.
same boat, man. It's like
Thank you.
I'm not gonna get
Um,
it because it sounds like to me it's just like it's Pokemon Go to a glorified Pokebank, and I'm just like I'm not down for it. It's like
more Pokemon RPG main series titles are to release in 2019. It's on Cerebi if you want to check it out.
Man.
That's genuinely the only reason that I'm not as let down. Because
and that's
here's
yeah.
the thing, from the get-go, I did not expect the new Pokemon title to be in 2018. I expected it to be 2019, even 2020 possibly. So, the fact that this is just an offshoot, it doesn't... Was I really excited when I saw it and I thought it was going to be an original release? Yes. And when I found out, yes. But I'm able to maintain some semblance of calmness, I guess.
Right, and that's where
And
I'm
that's
at,
the only
man.
reason.
Like
It's
it's
not...
it's not a game for us. It's a bridge. It's going to help introduce a new generation of Pokemon. It's good for us because we get to revisit the Kanto region that we started out with in a new light. I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to see the community itself grow, being able to bring more people in that maybe wouldn't have bought a Switch otherwise, or maybe would have just stuck with Pokemon Go.
But I totally get
So-
where Trey and Tim are coming from, though.
Yeah, no, I get that people that wanted a core game would be let down by this. It makes sense, 100%. But if we know that that's coming, that's where I don't know, I'm not disappointed. I get where the frustration stems from, though.
I'm just vocal about my frustration about it. I'm sorry. I'm just it
No, dude, I mean, don't be sorry about it. Like I said, I get it. Knowing you and the way that you play your Pokemon games, this isn't what you would want.
no.
This is not your ideal Pokemon game. We've talked about it, I don't know on how many podcasts.
yeah, definitely not for me either. It's super. I don't know. I just feel like I'm bummed out. Like it was all hyped up these past couple of days. Like, oh, we're gonna get a Pokemon announcement in a couple of days, and then it's like Pokemon Go 2 for the Switch, and I'm like,
But
ouch,
that,
my
and
teeth have been kicked in.
with what you saying about the whole, everything, like I honestly at this point wouldn't be surprised if there is no like badges. There is none of that. It's just let's go. Let's just go catch Pokemon. Let's go around Kanto catching Pokemon. Battle.
Well, we know that there are
That
battles.
sounds-
At least.
right battle
so
like
boring
whatever
to
it
me.
is, but like yeah, I don't know. Like we need more in the leveling system. That's the next important step right now is the leveling
sure.
system.
I mean, we know it's coming in just a couple of months. Maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll even get hands-on with it in 2 weeks. Like, for all we know, we could see it in 2 weeks.
Oh, at E3?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
If we saw
You guys
what in
have
2
fun with
weeks, like just
Like,
more-
maybe, like, say we got, like, a hands-on demo of, like, we get to go down Route 1. You know, like who knows? Maybe we see more gameplay or just more
fun.
general information.
I'm not gonna play it.
I'm not saying it's not going to be fun, right? I'm sure there are going to be fun aspects of it. Just like we said, it's just not that core game. And before you told me that they were making that other one, I thought they were just going down this path of Pokemon Go took over everything. See you, Tim.
Right.
We don't give a damn about you. Like, that's the path I thought they were going down. Like, I was just... That's why I was so mad. I was so mad because I thought I lost them forever because of Pokemon Go.
No, I mean, I get it. I mean, I already told everyone, like, be ready for the Elite Fam 4. Like, I'm definitely ready to battle people for sure.
I should cosplay as the hiker. You know the guy,
it's
the
gonna
one
be,
that always has the rock Pokemon.
The Elite 3,
Right.
because I will not be playing
The
this game.
hiker guy.
I'm sorry.
I won't be playing Pokemon until the mainline game comes out.
2019.
And it sucks to say it.
No,
Yeah,
I don't blame you.
But I just,
You're a stronger
I
man
have
than me.
I hated Pokemon Go. The one night we had fun running around, that's the last time I played it. I never touched it again. It was boring to me. Sitting in a car just doing this
Right.
all day with
Yeah.
there was no context to at least with like a mainline Pokemon game, which I get, we're trying to separate these two,
Right.
but like at least in a Pokemon game there's like a story.
Yeah.
There was things to look forward to, like even in the newer games there's like random events that would go on, and like now with Pokemon Go it's just like you go to Starbucks. I'm gonna take over the Starbucks gym. Oh, another person just took. Oh, okay, this is pointless.
Right.
It's like you have like 1.5 million Zubats and Rattatas to level up your one into the Omega Rattata, the Omega Zubat, and it's just it just was not fun for me.
Yep.
And I get that it's not for me,
Right.
but hyping it up. It just, I don't know. It was just, they're like, yeah, Pokemon. Pokemon Go 2, Trey. Have fun. Go for it.
That was the best.
I love that,
I
Trey,
can't do
by
it.
the way. I like Pokemon
I
Go
can't do
only
it.
from the standpoint of, like, I think it was an interesting experience. It is an interesting experiment into social gaming, like in the AR gaming. I really like it, but second than that, I really like. I had fun going out with my friends and doing things and like going to the green and walking around and
Right.
getting ice cream and like going to the park. Dude, I lost so much weight. That was when I lost all my weight. Was when Pokemon Go was big. I would take the kids and I would just walk to the library, and I like going to the library anyway. But I went more than I needed to. Let's face it. So I don't. I think
mean,
it's an interesting idea. I want to see how it evolves, and maybe this is how it evolves. But it definitely
I
needs
don't
the
know.
battles. The fact that it doesn't have battles is reprehensible in my eyes. Like, it could be Pokemon. It could
Right.
fucking be Pokemon. You go out and you catch your Pokemon and you level them up. Like, it could be
I was
so
excited-
much more.
Like, I was excited until the whole no wild battles.
Yep, that was.
I don't care.
Yep.
Like, and granted, I don't like being able to see the Pokemon, but as soon as I was told there's no wild battles, it's like that takes out the Pokemon of Pokemon.
Yep.
It's like
If it were one or
this is
the other,
it's an art gallery at this
Yeah.
point. It's a collection gallery, which is not fun for me.
if it were one or the other, like if it was no wild battles, but you see the no, I don't even know. If you didn't see the Pokemon, but there were also no wild battles, I don't think I could get into it there either. I don't know. I'll still play it. I'll try it out. I'll have fun. I'm sure. It's not what I'm wanting, but it is what I'll take. It's not the hero I need, but it's I guess it's the one I deserve. I don't even fucking.
What are you
know.
saying? We deserve shit? I'm joking.
Did I get that quote right?
Yeah.
I never
Yeah,
get that quote. It's not the hero
I
I
got it.
deserve. It's the one I need. Like, that's the one
The
I
one you
always
need right
get.
now.
Anyway.
Pokemon Go was fun. Right? It was a great time. I remember my friend breaking his brakes because we saw a Scyther, my first Scyther I ever caught. He literally hit his brakes so hard that he had to get new brakes because of the Scyther. There were fun times to have a Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go has its place. But it has its place. That's what upset me.
Right.
Sure.
It had its place. And I felt like that place is now just seeping into somewhere it doesn't belong.
For sure.
All right, and now for the other Pokemon game. I think we've lingered on this one for a while.
Yeah. Sorry. What is the other Pokemon about? Pokemon Quest. What is this?
So it's a free to start Pokemon game, and I honestly haven't looked really into that at all.
Okay.
I've downloaded it. I haven't tried it, but it seems to be again like a very entry level way into Pokemon. It's not like a core game by any means. I think you maybe have like teams of 3 Pokemon. You go around and it's like real time, like button mashing kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like an autoplay. I just played, excuse me, a little bit of it, and again, not for me. Overall letdown, which I get. I get what the game was meant to be, or who it was meant to be for, but I'm immediately deleting it after this podcast is over.
Is it like
it's
a
like
tactics game?
you press like no, you just hit square or not square, X or Y or A or B to do 2 different attacks, and
does it integrate into any of the other stuff? Into Pokemon Go and okay.
Nope. As far as I know.
It's like the you remember the other ones where they were kind of like origami shaped and they're on the Wii and the Wii U. It was kind of the same sort of thing, where you just like hit the buttons and they attack each other. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was like another free to play game. I think. Yeah, it was kind of the same way. Yeah. Any closing remarks on the Pokemon games before we wrap up this podcast?
I am double let down. I will not be playing any more of Quest. I'm deleting it after this podcast. Pokemon Go 2, Let's Go Pikachu, Eevee, I am not getting it. No Random Battles was really a letdown. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about it.
I'm definitely upset what we were told. I think the game itself was perfect up until that one moment when you said that. I mean, the game was perfect up until that was said.
Yeah.
But silver lining, they are working on a game for hopefully myself and others who enjoy those core games, and we will get that hopefully sometime mid-ish next year. So I can't wait to see that game. But that's where I'm at.
Zach, anything from you?
The way I see it, in order of upsettedness, is it goes like Trey, Tim, me, and then Trevor. Am I correct in that? I feel like we pretty much crossed the whole gamut.
Yeah,
or
I
maybe
would say so.
maybe
Like,
Trey and Tim are right here. They're
we've got a good spectrum, I would say.
think,
yeah.
Well, I'm more of like right here, and then Tim is like here, and then I'd say like you, because you're like in the middle.
I'm still.
And then Trevor is just like off screen. He's still gonna play it.
He's just so optimistic.
Like,
that's why we love
optimistic about it, and I don't know. It's been a long day today. I'll say that. Anyways, what else?
I don't have
What else we
anything
got?
else to say. I've
Nothing,
said
we're
everything
just
I
wrapping
have
it
to
up.
say. I have everything I have said that I wanted to say about it.
All right. Well, then, other than Pokemon today, we also got Mega Man news today. We saw some of the new Robot Masters, which look awesome.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And what else was there? I
The
think that's about it.
Fallout.
That's the only
There's
thing
a
that I
Fallout
remember.
little.
Oh yeah, the
Twitch
Fallout
thing
debacle.
that who knows what's? I mean, it has to be the Fallout. It has to be Fallout 3 remastered, right? Like that's what they has to be announcing.
I hope not.
I love Fallout 3. I thought Fallout 3 was better than Fallout 4.
It's still
Yeah,
going.
I agree with you that it is better than Fallout 4, but
So I'm looking at it now.
hey, can I get a
and
new game? Can I get some new game mechanics? Can I get a new location?
But
The Pit Boy is now laying down.
Yeah, it's asleep.
with a watch behind his head.
yeah, you got to remember Fallout 4 is only 2 years old. If not, it's not even 2 years old yet. It came out 2015, or it's over 2 years old. It's going on 3 years old. And we still don't have a new Elder Scrolls yet. We're going to get a new Elder Scrolls before we get a new Fallout core game. Like we might get a New Vegas spinoff like they did, which I'd be okay with because New Vegas was phenomenal. But I think with it being the 10th year anniversary, I think we're getting a Fallout 3 remastered for the main consoles, including Switch, which will be their big announcement. Is that it's also coming to Switch.
Stop.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
It's Bethesda.
Like,
It's what they do.
I don't know. I don't mind a remaster here and there.
Remaster.
Like Dark
Mastered
Souls 1 is
Edition.
how many years old now? We just got a
2012.
60
remaster.
FPS.
But
2011.
Fallout 3 is Fallout 4, or Fallout 4 is Fallout 3. Like, it's a different skin, It's a different location. It's on a different console. Like, that's it. I want something new. I want them to evolve it. I don't know, man. Maybe
want more
that's
fun.
not the point.
If
Well,
they announce
for
Fallout
me-
5, I won't be upset. Trust me, I'll be ecstatic. I'm not expecting it.
I would like a new Elder Scrolls though, but
Yes.
with the image that they have, like the TV thing, it's got to be Fallout.
Oh, that's
gotta be
Fallout.
Fallout
That's
of some
100%
sort.
Fallout. That's
Fallout Shelter 2.
Oh,
if
there
they
you go.
if all it is
On
is Fallout
console,
4 for
it
Switch,
pairs with your Fallout
Play it on the
Shelter
Switch.
on your
Right.
phone, and you can transfer your guys to the Fallout game on the console.
oh, no.
You see what I did there? Yeah.
And they can have you follow your main character.
That's right.
Build bases.
Add now, and you can get a Pikachu.
But
Sorry,
you don't
sorry.
fight.
But wait,
you
I'm
don't
just
fight
being
enemies.
ridiculous.
You
No.
don't fight enemies at all. By the
You
way,
don't fight
That's not
anyone.
Part of it. There's
But
no
wait.
gunplay.
Special Pip-Boy thing coming soon. Stay tuned.
Anyway.
To get new
Well,
followers.
I think that brings a full circle. I think so. Any closing comments on this podcast, guys?
I love all of you, even if we completely disagree.
Pokemon, you have one
Oh,
chance.
That's
to
what makes
redeem
it fun,
yourself.
man.
You better redeem yourself. You have 2019.
Pokemon's got a lot
You have a
of
year.
redeeming to do.
You have a year.
Appreciate you guys tuning into FAMcast. For those that are watching live, we'll talk to you for a post show. And everyone else, we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening to FAMcast. Be sure to give us a follow on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, as well as our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/forallmanakind. You can also find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, and Spotify, so make sure you follow us there to keep up with the latest episodes.